Once lawmakers in the House and Senate pass a bill and the governor signs it, it becomes law. Jessica Roos is here to tell us the paper trail doesn't end there, however. Jessica?
Alan, while it might seem like just another document, it's not one that can be disregarded. It's kept and preserved as a part of our state's history.
Got the right smile going.
Some bills, like the surge funding bill that passed this session, have a lot of pomp and circumstance around them when they're signed. But what happens to that paper once it's all over?
When the bills are brought in at the end of the session, we compile them, we put them together in these books.
The bills passed last session were bound into 9 books that stay on display in his office. Even though they aren't looked at often, he says it's important to keep the original copies.
The paper is still very important. I mean, this is what makes everything happen. If you didn't have these, you can't just, just post them. They have to go through a process. They have to be signed. And without that, it doesn't exist.
When this session is over and the new books are created, he will send the 2013 law books to the State Historical Society, where all the previous bills are already being stored.
When they come over here, they go on these shelves like you see here, and the room that they're in is temperature and humidity controlled to try and preserve the volumes as much as possible.
All the books are entered into a database at the State Historical Society so they can be found easily. He says people do stop by to look at the books occasionally, usually when someone's doing research on a current bill being proposed.
The Heritage Center does not have all of our state's past session law books. Some were lost in the fire when the Capitol burned down in 1930. Monica?
All right, thanks, Jessica.